Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We are now live from all four corners of the world. This is Billy Inellis here. Welcome to the exclusive webinar. I'm live from Toronto, Canada, and I'm with my business partner, Charlene Savage, that is live from Brisbane, Australia, and you are in for a treat, my friend, right now. Okay, so our promise to you is we're going to show you how you can use more automation in your business this year and moving on. And we're also going to show you how you can plug in to a sales funnel that generated over $10 million online already. And that's a sales funnel that I can proudly say that is a sales funnel model that generated 8 figures online. Okay, so let me just share my screen real quickly here. Gonna make sure that everybody sees everything. So, like I was saying, our promise to you is to show you those great things. And if you stay until the end, and this is why I was saying you're in for a treat, we're going to show you how you're going to get access to almost $5,000 in bonuses. So if you want us to show you how to get access to that, you better stay until the end. Okay. So please pay attention, turn off all distractions, mute out your cell phone. If you're serious about the leverage and bringing more automation in your business, this webinar is actually going to be a game changer for you. Okay, just like it's being for us. So who are we before we get into the meat and potatoes of this presentation? Who are we and why you should even listen to us? Okay, I'm going to start with me and then I'm going to bring out my business partner. So once again, my name is Billy Inellis. I'm reporting live from Toronto, Canada. I was born and raised in Montreal. And if you are hearing a little bit of an accent while I'm speaking right now, is because my first language is French. Okay, but I'm going to keep speaking in English so that you can understand me. And, just a little bit about my educational background. I'm a university dropout. I studied in software engineering. And I actually quit after a year because I realized that I didn't want to do that for the next 20 to 30 years of my life back then after my first intern. So I quit that. And then before that, I went to college for computer science, but I actually graduated there. Okay. So once I quit my university program for software engineering, I went into my passion, and I have a passion for music at heart. I like to do music production as a composer. And this is what actually brought me in the online space, because I actually, was building my business offline, kind of made a self of myself locally and stuff like that. But I wanted to, monetize my music business online, and that's what brought me into the space. So I started learning about about creating websites, building landing pages, doing email marketing, list building, copywriting, paid advertising. A lot of challenges, along the way. It wasn't easy, but I had my ultimate biggest breakthrough since the middle of the summer of 2016. I can probably say now that I'm a full-time online entrepreneur with the things that I've learned, and I'm top leader in many marketing groups right now as we speak. And this is because I've learned the right things. I came across the right people in order for me to do that. And I can proudly say once again that I'm in a position to not only be full-time, but to help others succeed in the space as well. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to bring out my business partner, Charlene Savage, so that you can get to know her a little bit better. Charlene, come on out.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. And that's Savage by name and not nature, guys. Just putting that out there. So, guys, I am a single mom, and I'm based in Brisbane in the land down under of Australia. But as like Billy mentioned, he's got a bit of an accent. I've got a bit of a Kiwi accent. So I was born and raised in New Zealand. And so I've been in Brisbane, Australia now for about 5, going on 6 years, and I'm absolutely loving it here. So guys, a bit about my history in the online space. I used to pay for groceries using my credit cards because the struggle is real. Financial stress is real. Debt is real. And, you know, I was able to find a way to overcome that. And it's such a great testimony around that. However, you know, our mission is to be able to help so many people who went through the same struggles as I did. I'm also a Bible school graduate in pastoral leadership, so I help a lot of people who have been through struggles like myself personally. I'd been through separation, divorce, and I battled with a lot of things in terms of depression, etc. I was also really pleased to, last year release my very first book. Now the author of The Influence of One. Really excited to have that out there now. And I'm also a top leader in a global marketing group. And, you know, I generated around $130,000 in a space of 9 to 10 months. So great testimony there to share too. And I'm also learning a full-time income as a full-time online entrepreneur and mentor. And this is just one of the many income streams that I'm excited about. So we'll carry on to the next slide there, Billy. And so guys, imagine how your life would be, you know, if, and I love this acronym here, it's just fantastic. You could save yourself some time, energy, and money. The acronym being SYSTEM. You could actually automate most parts of the business or literally have on autopilot your business. And you could plug into a proven business model that Billy was talking about before that has generated over $10 million online. So we're doing the right things now, but I'm telling you now, we did a lot of things wrong. And the biggest problems today, now there are 5 pain points of the industry. You know, people don't like to harass their friends and family. They hate pitching to their friends and family. People don't like to get rejected. They hate being rejected. And people also don't know how to generate leads. What we also find is that many don't know what to do with their leads or how to close their sales or perhaps even upsell to higher ticket products. And therefore, you know, as a result, there is no income story and you don't get any team duplication. And so if you're running an online business or you're in the online space, the other biggest problems, which I have found in the journey as well, is that you're either glued to your computer, you're glued to your laptop or your phone. You're here literally scrolling through all the time. You're trading your valuable, precious time for money most of the time, or you don't have enough time for business. Many people who get into the online space usually work a full-time job and come into the online space working at part-time, trying to set themselves, you know, into that place of financial freedom. And therefore, they don't have a real system in place, or just like me, they don't know how to set one up. Me, I was not technically savvy. I didn't know what a Zoom was before I came into the online space, so I had to really learn and fast. So do any of those sound familiar to you? So let us help you eliminate these problems because we want to show you how to save yourself some valuable time, energy, and money with an automated sales funnel. So we've just got a bit of a disclaimer here, guys. So the results that you're about to see here today, they're not typical. You know, they are simply income results that we've had. And those who want to get rich quick, this isn't for you. You have to put in the work. And so therefore, there are no guarantee that you'll get the same results because everyone is unique and everyone is different. So what we're going to cover here, I'm just going to read through these points here. Number 1 lesson today, what is a sales funnel? Number 2, the power triangle. And number 3, how to plug into a sales funnel that has generated over $10 million online. Let's get into the sales funnel. So it's basically anyone who has an online business. You need to convert maybe your website visitors or incoming traffic into paying customers. That's what it's all about, right? And if you fail to do that, your income will literally be zero. Your primary goal is to move people from one stage to another until they're ready to take action and purchase. And that's what you do with a sales funnel. The definition of a sales funnel refers to the buying process that literally leads people through to the actual action that takes place of purchasing products. And so, as I mentioned before, sales funnel is divided into several steps, and that differs on the type of sales model. So we've got 4 parts to this model. And as you can see here, we've got here awareness, interaction, interest, and action. And so let's just use this as an example. The global food chain, McDonald's. So you've gone through the drive-through. Your first awareness of their actual menu on display is when you come to the beginning of the drive-through. They've got their menu on display, all the options for you. And you would drive up to the speaker, and this is where you have your first point of interaction. And so let's say you ordered a Big Mac, and the person who's receiving the order would either say, thank you, would you like anything more with that? Or would you like fries and maybe a drink with that? So in return to that interaction, you've generated some interest, which is point number 3 there. And you would then respond with either taking action saying yes, and therefore you would complete the sale. And so that is just an example of a sales funnel and why McDonald's is very good at fulfilling that process. So I'm going to hand it over to Billy now, and he's going to take it from here. Thank you, Billy.
So, that was a great example right there. But now let's switch it back and bring it over to the online space right now. So I'm going to give you an example of a successful winning sales funnel so that you can see, the same kind of interaction and the same kind of model that happens if you could compare it to, the successful food chain like McDonald's. Okay, so first of all, you're going to see an ad online. Okay, it may come from organic or, paid reach, right? So you're going to see an ad somewhere online on your laptop while you're surfing and stuff like that. So that's going to create awareness that will then create an interaction because you're going to click on that ad to find out what's going on, what information that is, so that you can get access to it. And once you get to that page, your main purpose is to actually, if you are the website owner or somebody that is, displaying an ad online, your main purpose is to actually capture information and to grab somebody's email address so that you can then offer them something for free. And that right there is an interaction that leads to something that you're sharing with them, either a free video, a free cheat sheet, or a free software. And that right there is what creates interest to then create an action, because you want to, after creating that interest, you want to upsell them on something. You want to give them a front end offer that will create an action. And this right there is what create a sale. And this is actually some of the steps that you can look at for a winning sales funnel online that is, beneficial in winning, in a sense that you take them from an ad until you actually extract some money out of your sales funnel. So this right there is an example, and there's a multiple example that I can show you, but this one right here is where, I used to leave money on the table, so to speak, because I used to have the first 3 parts right there where there's awareness, interaction, get the information because they showed interest, they get something for free, and then I didn't upsell them on something to make some money, right? To generate an action right there. So this right there is how you can actually win with a sales funnel, because at the end you have an upsell, you have a front end offer that people can, grab, and that right there can generate you money. And that's going to lead me into talking about the power triangle. And that right there is the second lesson to consider when we're talking about sales funnel. Okay, if you never heard about the power triangle, it's this illustration right here describes it all. So TCE, of course, T stands for traffic, C for conversion, and E for economics. Okay. So in order to sell online, first of all, you need to get some traffic. It's like I mentioned before, it's either organic or with paid strategies. Okay. And then that traffic, you're going to have to convert it, right? You have to convert that traffic so that somebody generates interest, like I was sharing before in the example of a winning sales funnel. Okay. And then you make some money on what you're selling. And that right there is your economics. Okay. So when you want to make some more profits, you actually reinvest in more traffic, and then you convert that traffic again, improve your economics. It's going clockwise, like as you can see in the illustration on the left. And you can call that the never-ending spiral of TCE, because it's an ongoing process, and your economics becomes better and better as you're generating some more income. Okay. So traffic, once again, is people that's going to land on your webpage, whatever media or whatever method that you're using. It may be from blog online. It may be from an ad on Facebook. It may be from a media buy, a poster that's posting somewhere on a website. That's how you're going to get people to land on your website, on your web page or website. Right. And then you have the conversion, which is the people that are opting in, and your main goal. And that's the number one reason. You may have a website that doesn't have menus, that doesn't have a blog or anything like that, but your main purpose is the people that opt in on your page, and the reason that they did, either to get a cheat sheet, like I was saying before, to get a free download, free software, video, etc. It's very important there that you you consider the conversion part of the power triangle here. And then you have the economics is what they get. The people that go on your webpage, on your website, what they get in exchange of giving their information, giving their email address, and the value of that email, what value that email address has to you. And this is huge, because your main goal is really to capture the visitors of your website, turn them into leads so that they can actually go through, and you can funnel them from being a lead, prospect, and then a customer. So your main goal, if you have a website right now, you may not even have an about section or a section where you have pictures and all that stuff. You can just simply have a lead capture page that leads them into getting something of value in exchange of their information, so that in the back end now, you can, share some value, share some information, give them some more offers, and that right there will increase the value of that email, that information that you captured from your visitors. Okay, so that right there is the power triangle. This is the most essential thing about marketing if you want to make some money online. In all of the steps that you're going to take someone into in your funnel, in your power triangle, describes what happens in a successful sales funnel that is winning online. Okay. Me into talking about plugging into the $10 million sales funnel. Okay. And pay close attention here, because we actually came across a winning system. And like I always like to say these days, is save yourself some time, energy, and money for system, right? That system was created by an 8-figure earner online, and that individual actually mastered the art of sales funnels. If there's one thing that you want to master this year and moving on after, to increase your income and to actually, get a full-time income online, and that individual actually mastered that. And he created a done for you plug and play system that people get onto, and he unveiled his secrets that allowed him to get, to actually earn this kind of profits online. And it's amazing, because myself and my business partner, is somebody that we're going to bring up in just a moment, was able to plug into the system. And here are some of my results. I plug into this at the time that you're watching this presentation or this recording. you know, I've plugged into this almost a month now, and just by me implementing and plugging into the system in the front end only, I generated almost $2,000. And I can ask you that. What would an extra almost $2,000 do in your life right now? Right. So as you can see right here, it generated almost $2,000 for me. And those are all front end sales through the funnel into the sales funnel in the example that I just shared with you in the winning sales funnel. Right. So if I bring out Charlene, what kind of results have you been experiencing as soon as you plugged into this sales funnel?
Yeah, really excited with results because, guys, results are results. And any result is a blessing. Amen. So I was able to, in the past month, sell 11 of the products. I've had sales of $770 as well. And my downline is 164 people. And this is business that I otherwise would not have had I not decided to make a decision to get plugged in. And I'm super excited because we've literally just gotten started. And who knows what 2018 will bring. Well, that's a little bit about me, but I want to, I'm really pleased to invite and welcome, this beautiful mother of four from the UK. I absolutely adore Grace Mitchell. So I'm going to bring her out and let her share her story and her testimony as well. Come on out, Grace.
Right. That is absolutely fantastic. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you nice and clear.
So Grace Mitchell coming to you from, actually, I'm in the UK here. I'm actually at the head office right now of the business that we're talking about. So I'm honored and blessed to be a part of the teams, actually meet them in person. So I'm from Jamaica originally. You can hear my accent. I live here in the UK for the past 19 years with my 4 kids, and it's been amazing. But I've been a hairdresser for the past 22 years, and 16 years of that I've been running my own business. And I was just fed up of my result, My bank account wasn't reflecting the work that I was putting in. And so I realized that I needed was to make some change. And so I could see people online making money. And so I dabbled into it, I've joined some MLMs and, eventually I was left with the products, didn't get any coaching, wasn't on the right path. And I knew people were making money online, and I know that I'm not silly, I can do it too. So I was just testing around, try other systems until I came across my sponsor, Mr. Billy Inilius, and he showed me a system that I've plugged into, and I, as Charlene was saying, to save myself time, effort, and money, it definitely did. And I started to, market the product. I started to show some people, some other, business partners of mine, and they were very interested. And so I started to get like MAD and just get mad advertising this funnel system. And so I started to make some front-end sales, of which I was so excited and elated because never before I join a system and start to make sale within my, a couple of days, really. And so I was so I've generated about 10 front-end sales so far using this system. And I'm telling you, I'm not technical. I don't understand about HTML and all those type of stuff. And so it was laid out straightforward in the back office. You can just go in there step by step and just follow the training on video. So you don't have to be thinking what to do. It's on video and you follow it step by step. It's, it's amazing. It's, it's straightforward. Just get in there and start doing it.
Awesome. So everything was done for you in the system, right? You didn't have to create no web pages. You didn't have to do anything on your own, or
everything is laid out,
right?
Done for your system, and it's very, very easy to use.
Awesome. All right, and we're talking about this sales funnel that you can plug into that generated, that model generated 8 figure online, right? But in order for you to get in, to become a pro member. And let me go over that stuff with you right now so that you can understand. And thank you very much for your story and explain everything to everybody, Grace. So for you to be able to get in and plug into the system, you have to become a pro member.
Yes.
So now I'm going to ask you, do you want to become a pro member? Thank you, Grace. You can just mute out quickly. Do you want to become a pro member? So if you want to plug into the system, okay, you have to become a pro member. And here's what you would get if you want to become a pro member, okay? You would actually unlock 9 software and courses for a total value of $997, okay? And that's the first part of it. And that's what makes it really exciting, because if you look at the list of software that you would get, okay, let me just explain right here. You would get Insta Tsunami, 1 penny per visitor, Auto Emulate Live, and that's a software that would allow you to actually grab a video and simulate a Facebook Live off a video that you pre-recorded before. Easy Sketch Pro. And Easy Sketch Pro is actually, the videos that has the whiteboard and, it draws the stuff on the screen for you and all that stuff. You would get the software that creates whiteboard videos, whiteboard with the hand, and it draws all the stuff that's on the screen. You would get that for free, unlocking, one of these software that's on that list for free when you become a pro member. You also have Facebook Traffic Hack as a course, Local Marketing Hack as a course, Paul Lynch's Secret Traffic Hack, View Tsunami. Video is very important, and these days, if you want to master, marketing online, you have to come on video, create trust, and build credibility with videos. And then you have YouTube Tsunami. So it's a combination of software and courses that you would get a pro member, and that means that you would plug into the system that we are referring to, right? And then you would also get high converting sales funnels for each of those products and softwares that has a value of $997. Just imagine, sometimes you get into a business and you have to worry about creating your own funnel. You get a product that you're going to be an affiliate marketer for, because, that's what we do, affiliate marketing. You would have to worry about creating a funnel for it and stuff like that. Here, we'd get access to high converting sales funnels for each of those softwares and funnels. And here's an example. For example, how to, you can see that right here. It has, those opt-in pages ready to go for you. As I mentioned before, you have to have a lead capture page on your website, because your main goal, your main purpose is to capture some information so that you can give people something of value that will then generate an action in the back end once they are in the funnel, right? So now the example is one of those products is 1 penny per visitor. The page is already created for you. So you have access to high converting sales funnels for each of those products that are ready to go as soon as you plug in. Then you would also get 50% of all sales on everything that you would get area once you plug in, because you're gonna get your own members area where all those products are going to be unlocked to you, so you won't have to pay for them. They're going to be right there in your own members area. You would have your own password to log in and everything. You would get access to the high converting sales funnels for each of those products and softwares, and any sales that you would generate when you start driving traffic to it. Anybody that would go in and become a member, that any sales that are generated, you would get 50% on everything, right? And on top of all that, you would get access to all the tools that you need in order to promote. Banners, email follow-ups, tracking links, and that has a value of $497. And, you get banners, professional looking banners like this, for the Easy Sketch Pro software, for their Auto Emulate Live software, which is a software that I mentioned before that allows you to get a pre-recorded video and emulate a Facebook Live video on there with all the emojis flying around and all that good stuff. Then you have the Sales Funnels Bootcamp that you also would have access to once you become a pro member of the sales funnel. When you plug in, you get all of that by becoming a pro member, and you would get email swipes for email marketing in the back end, all done for you when you connect your autoresponder to the system into the funnels that are already created for you. So there's tracking as well, and I was talking about tracking earlier because it's really important that you measure what you treasure. So right here is a quick screenshot of a campaign that I was running. I sent 120 unique visitors to one of the funnels, and my download increased to 56 people, and that was a conversion of about 46.67% of the traffic that went in to one of the funnels that I have access to by being a pro member, right? Also, the proven traffic strategies, and that right there would come from the creator of this whole system that you don't actually have to create yourself. No need to reinvent the wheel if it's already there for you to plug and play and to be into, and that has a value of $1,997. Just imagine someone giving you all their secrets of all that they did that allowed them to generate millions in the online space, right? I think it's something that we can all benefit off of. And when you get access to your own back office, to your own members area, you're going to get to the steps too, where you're going to get access to all the sales funnels and everything. There's 3 steps that you have to follow, but when you get to the 3rd step, you're going to get access to the traffic sources, the secret traffic sources that was used to generate those kind of profits online. All right. So that has that right there has a value of $1,997 for a total value of $4,488. But that's not it. And I think that right there that I'm about to mention, that's the big bonus. And that's, in my opinion, what makes the system so genius is when you plug in and you decide to become a pro member of this system, to plug into and to plug and play and become, a member of the system, you get traffic that guarantees 30 new members for you in your own members area, in your own downline, in your own back office. Right. And that has a value of $147. Just imagine for a second that you have to go up 100 set of stairs. OK, and instead of starting at the very bottom, right, you get a jump start and you get to start at the 30th step to go all the way up. Which one would you choose? Would you rather start at the very bottom and work your way up, or get the head start where you start at the 30th step and then you get ahead? I've never heard of any system that guarantees something like that when you plug into it. And that's what makes it genius, in my opinion, because it gives people encouragement. And I don't know a lot of people don't understand what it means to get 30 new members in your own back office, but it gives you a head start in your business right then and there. It's like starting a new store. You open a new store and you already have a bunch of people that are already interested in your store, that know what you're selling in your store, and they're almost ready to buy, right? You have to do a couple of things to get them to buy, but they are already there in your store for you to get them to become your customers, right? So that right there is a 30 new members guarantee in your own back office for you to get going. And that right there is something that I've never seen before. And that's what makes everything amazing. And that has a value of $47 right there, because that's traffic that guarantees a minimum of 30 new members in your business right off the start. And you also get your a call. They get to book your own call with a traffic coach to guide you through what you need to do with the business as soon as you start. And that has a value of $299. And another and something that's really amazing and genius with this system as well, when you plug into the sales funnel, those sales funnels, is the opportunity to actually own the whole business model as a franchise, right? And what happens with a franchise, like Charlene was saying a little bit earlier, you can go to McDonald's, you can go through their funnel and all that stuff. And if you really like McDonald's, you can actually own a McDonald's, right? Well, by becoming a pro member and plugging into this sales funnel, you have the opportunity to own the whole business model. And this is where it really got amazing for us. Because as you can see, I was able to generate $3,000 franchise sale without having to personally close those sales myself. So almost a month of being into the business, plugging in and being a franchise owner, because I took on the opportunity to own the whole business model, I was able to generate almost $22,000 in the month that I've been into the business. And it's been absolutely amazing. Those sales for me. And that right there is ultimate leverage, automation. And this is what's saving myself some time, energy, and money in my business. Being a franchise owner of this whole business model that generated 8 figures online. And it's been the same for Charlene too. Charlene, what has been your results with this?
Well, I'll tell you what, the story was I was actually asleep. And when I woke up to these notifications, I tell you what, I was so elated to actually make money on autopilot while you were sleeping, and to wake up to $3,000 franchise sales. And I had 3 of them within a space of 8 days. And I think about the power of that, and I'm just so excited. I decided to take up that opportunity to go franchise. And as a result, I literally go to sleep, and who knows what will happen the next morning when I wake up. So super excited. Thank you, Billy.
Awesome. Awesome. You know, it's amazing. I had one of these one of these that happened to me as well. Is, you know, I woke up one morning, and it was one of those mornings when I was being lazy, and I was taking my time to get out of bed and stuff like that. And before I touch my phone, I actually, you know, do my little routine, you know, a little meditation and affirmations and all that good stuff. And then I grab my phone. And then that morning I was taking my time, ended up going through my little routine in the morning, grabbed my phone to see a notification that I had a $3,000 sale while I was asleep. Was absolutely amazing. It's really awesome. What about you, Grace? Because I know you took on that opportunity as well. What has been the results since you've been in and you plugged into the system and you actually took on the opportunity to own the whole business model as a franchise, so that someone to actually close sales for you with the upgrade to become a franchisee?
Right. Can you hear me? I'm just checking if my
Yes,
mic.
I can hear you.
Oh, beautiful. Right. When I saw the opportunity that I could actually own the system, I just went straight in. I went to the coach, and I didn't play around. I just told him what I wanted. I want to upgrade. And so just by, you know, upgrading and positioning myself, within three weeks really of marketing, I made my first franchise sale. I was actually sitting in the salon getting my hair done, and then I picked up my phone, and then I, you know, check in on the group, and then I could see one of the sales coach was saying, "Oh, and another franchise sale, and it's for Grace Mitchell." And I was so excited. I jumped out the chair and I said to one of my stylists, "Look, look, look!"
So awesome. So, you know, you plugged in.
And then within, you know, that was the Friday, and then by the Monday I had another one. I was, you know, I was on a live video really when that one came through. So actually, you know, when you say you've got the coaches that close the sales on your behalf while you're out and about, it is for real. It is for real. Yeah. It's an amazing feeling.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great right there. So, you know, this is leverage right there. You know, you have somebody else closing sales for you when you upgrade to the franchise, because you get the opportunity to own the whole business model. And that's a business model that generated millions for the creator of it. And that's actually amazing. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate your testimony on that.
Welcome.
So you see everything that you get by becoming a pro member of this funnel, by you know, plugging in, and everything right there that you see on the screen. So All the products are opened up for you, are all unlocked for you in your own personal back office that you wouldn't have to pay for. High converting sales funnels for each of the product. 50% commissions on all the sales that you generate for any other products when you promote them. You have banners, email follow-ups, tracking links for each and every sales funnels that you get access to as well. All the proven traffic strategies, traffic that guarantees 30 new members, a minimum of 30 new members in your own personal back office is a never seen before. That's a game changer right there, because that's going to encourage people to actually take action on something that actually works, and they don't have to invent or create anything. They just have to plug in, get going, get 30 new members in their own personal back office, and they're ready to go. You get a call with a traffic coach that can guide you through and show you how everything works and how everything is going to be set up, and the opportunity to own the whole business model as a franchise with a total value of $4,934. But you know what? You're not going to pay $4,934 for all of that. And even though we could charge you $2,997, you're not going to pay for that if you want to become a pro member today. We're not even going to charge you. You're not even going to pay $997, although it's worth well over that. And not even $997 for all that you saw. We're talking about 9 software and courses over here, right? So if you want to get started and become a pro member today, hopefully you're ready, because you're probably not going to believe it, but for a one-time payment, there's no monthly fees, there's no catch, there's no other little fees that you're going to have to take care of. But if you want to get plugged in today to a system that is done for you, that you can plug into, and that you can start winning with 30 new members in your own personal back office for a one-time payment of $77 right now, you can become a pro member and get started today, right? That's what we took action on. We became a pro member before anything. We didn't pay $4,934. We paid one-time payment first of $77 to become a pro member. And then we took on the opportunity to become a franchisee for the whole business model. So if you want to take action on this today, click the button below right now that you're seeing on the page. Get action, take action, get started right now, and we can get you plugged in so that you too can get your 30 new members in your own personal back office and get the opportunity to become a franchisee as well, so that you can get somebody to close sales for you while you're out and about doing the stuff that you love. All right. So Charlene, do you have anything else that you want to say before we close this up?
Yeah, guys, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision for yourself. You have to make a decision for your family, for your purpose, for your call, for your cause, and making a decision to spend $77 to get plugged into this unbelievable system will be one of the best decisions you've ever made. So that's all I have to say, Billy. Thank you.
So if you want to integrate more of the power of automation in your business this year with an automated sales funnel that has been created for you already, all you have to do is become a pro member. Click the button below right now.
Yep.
One-time payment of $77, and we'll get you rolling right away. So Billy Nellis here. Hopefully we'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.